Hello, my name is Pamela McKinnon, and this ePortfolio is my capstone project for the Masters in Educational Technology program offered by the University of British Columbia. Curating and creating this ePortfolio has been an incredibly useful experience. First of all, it has provided an excellent opportunity for me to reflect on the past 3.5 years in the MET program and to consolidate my learning. Additionally, in reflecting on my learning and considering it in terms of three main areas, people, practices, and principles, I was able to identify areas of keen interest that I would like to pursue in further graduate and research work. This video is designed to give you an overview of navigating the website, an understanding of my metaphor, and an overall understanding of the ePortfolio. Let's begin. The About section serves to both introduce me as well as explain the intended purpose and audience of the ePortfolio. At the bottom of each page, you will see buttons that can help you navigate to the previous page as well as the next page. I have selected a somewhat unusual metaphor to guide this ePortfolio. My metaphor is based on a painting created by a very talented friend and colleague, Rebecca Jardin. One of the first things that draws me into this painting is the very clear image of the woman wearing a traditional Vietnamese hat, pushing a bicycle laden with tropical fruit. This is such a common sight in Vietnam. As I have completed the MET program whilst living in Vietnam, the two will always be interconnected for me. Thus the appeal of this painting as a metaphor for my MET journey. I was also really drawn into the sweeping blurred lines that swirl around the woman. These swirling blurred lines expertly capture what traffic can feel like when you first arrive in Vietnam, daunting and all-encompassing. As I thought of the woman in the painting and how she must negotiate her way through the traffic, I felt a strong connection to how I have navigated my way through the MET program. As I reflected on my time in the MET program and began to consolidate my learning, I seemed to continually think of my learning in three main groups: people, practices, and principles. I have organized my ePortfolio into these three sections. I feel that organizing my reflections and artifacts into these sections has allowed me to consider my learning as a whole and how it is interconnected rather than looking at course by course and artifact by artifact. The people section focuses on groups of people that have had the biggest impact on me as an educator. Researchers, such as Sherry Turkle, a critical friend, and of course, my family. The practices section highlights three of the key areas that my teaching practice has been transformed through the MET program: blogging, group work, and the application of learning theories. Finally, principles is the section that is the most exciting for me. In this section, I was able to really think about three principles that have seemed to dominate my learning in the MET program: equity and access, culture, and gender. As I consider my learning in the MET program through these three lenses, I realized how passionate I am about each and about continuing to explore these principles in future graduate and research work. Towards the end of the ePortfolio, you will find the assessment rubric I have created, which will be used to evaluate this ePortfolio, as well as a comprehensive list of references that have informed the artifacts within the ePortfolio, as well as the ePortfolio itself. Finally, I have chosen to bring together my ePortfolio with the final concluding thoughts and images in the coda. Thank you for taking the time to view my ePortfolio. I hope that is of interest and use to you.